Economistas, it is a lovely day today, June 19, 2024. We are live here from Santa Mesa, Manila. You are watching Eco News. This is Precious Jean C. Arañez
and Chelsea Cabahug,
your news anchors for this evening.
Wow! Another day, another economic challenge to gain. Our economic news for today is about market structure. It is how sectors or industries are categorized and distinguished according sa level ng competition na hinaharap nila sa market.
Market structure ay binubuo ng 4 na categories, which are perfect competition, monopoly, oligopoly, at ang focus ng ating economic news for today, ang monopolistic competition.
Sa araw na ito, matutunghayan natin ang mga nagbabagang kaalaman patungkol sa monopolistic competition.
Para umpisahan, nasa linya ang ating unang tagapag-ulat. Let's have Daisy May Andante to give deep understanding and to define what is monopolistic competition. Miss Andante, ibalita mo.
Monopolistic competition is a market system in which many enterprises provide similar but unique items. Each firm distinguishes its offer through features or branding, giving it some price power in face of the competition from identical items. This structure makes it easier for enterprises to enter and depart the market, encouraging dynamic competition. Companies compete on price, quality, advertising, and customer service, characterizing monopolistic competition as a combination of various products, modest pricing, and non-price techniques. Ito si Daisy May Andante nagbabalita mula sa Econ News.
Maraming salamat, Miss Andante. Matapos natin malaman kung ano nga ba ang monopolistic competition, let's now tackle its characteristics and individuality that make this competition different from other market structures.
To give us more information, nasa linya si Miss Sara S. Caspe para ibahagi ang kanyang kaalaman. Miss Sara?
Thank you, Ms. Chelsea. Now, let's talk about the 5 characteristics of monopolistic competition. Let's start with the first one. It is composed of large number of buyers and sellers. There are a large number of firms, but the size of each firm is small, and each firms follow independent price output policy. Second, because it has differentiated products, advertisements to make in demand inelastic. Consumers can readily see the differences between the products sold by one company in this market structure and another company. Third, in monopolistic competition, firms have control over the price. They are price makers. They can set their own price, but they are limited by what price to set. Fourth, free entry and entry in the long run. In this case, barriers to entry are low, so firms can come in if there are profits to be made and can leave if there are losses. As a result, there is zero long-run economic profit. And lastly, non-price competition. There is stiff competition among the firms for products, not price, since the products has many substitutes. Ito si Sara S. Caspe, nagulat mula sa Econ News.
Maraming salamat, Miss Caspe.
Mabilisang chikahan muna tayo para updated sa econ happenings tungkol sa monopolistic competition. Advantages and disadvantages of monopolistic competition. Yan ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon, mga ekonomistas. Product differentiation, competitive pricing, easy entry and exit, and employment opportunities ang advantages nito. Talakayin natin ito para mas lalo pang mapalawak ang kaalaman mo, natin, tayo, at ng kahit sino. Product differentiation, where firms use branding, packaging, and advertising to make their products stand out. Competitive pricing. It is the intense competition that forces firms to offer attractive prices, benefiting consumers. Easy entry and exit. The market allows for easy entry and exit, encouraging competition and efficiency. Employment opportunities. It increases competition and product differentiation create jobs as firms need labor to produce and market their products. May advantages ito. Siyempre, hindi mawawala ang disadvantages nito. Talakayin natin ang hindi maganda nitong epekto sa merkado. Higher prices. Due to product differentiation and limited competition, firms can charge higher prices. Inefficient resource allocation. Focus on product differentiation over cost efficiency may lead to resource misallocation and slower economic growth. Limited economies of scale. Operating at a smaller scale restricts firms from achieving economies of scale leading to higher costs and lower efficiency. Potential for market power abuse. Firms may exploit their market position through tactics like price, discrimination, and anti-competitive behavior. Ako si Charissa Mandresa, nag-uulat mula sa Econ Facts in a Minute. Over to you, Miss Precious and Chelsea.
Thank you, Miss Teresa. Marami mang disadvantages ang monopolistic competition, ngunit sa maayos na balanse at pamamahala, tunay na hindi nito mapapantayan ang advantages na naibibigay nito sa mga business peer.
Para mas lalong lumalim ang ating pag-unawa, ating pakinggan mula kay Mr. Anjo V. Aquino ang comparison ng monopolistic competition mula sa ibang market structures. Mr. Anjo, iulat mo na.
Salamat, Precious. Andito naman tayo ngayon kasamang ilan sa ating mga naimbitahan para pag-usapan ng comparison of monopolistic competition to other market structures. Market structure is composed of 4 distinct types of market: perfect competition, monopolistic competition, oligopoly, and monopoly. Now, the focus of our topic was the monopolistic competition. Monopolistic competition is a market structure characterized by numerous sellers, facilitating easy market entry. It blends elements of both monopoly and competitive markets. Companies in this structure offer similar but slightly differentiated products, giving them some market power through the product differentiation. One example of this was Jollibee. They exemplify monopolistic competition, offering products like tuna pie, Jolly Spaghetti, and Buko Pandan Sundae, which despite being similar, are distinct from competitors. It faces extensive competition both locally and internationally. And to prove our point and to illustrate different market structures, we have invited speakers with expertise in each market structure. Perfect competition with Miss Cassandra Casimiro, monopoly for Miss Micaela Bailon, and oligopoly for Miss Ashley Agravedor.
For perfect competition, it is composed of many sellers, enough that each one of them has little to no influence over the market. It has a lot of competition since companies can easily be joined due to low startup costs and wide availability of resources. In this market, all companies sell the same products at about the same price, with price fluctuations being very rare. Under this structure, a company can try to raise its price, but it's unlikely for a customer to buy it because they can buy the same product from a competitor at a lower price. The public market is a great example of perfect competition since it is composed of a huge number of sellers that sell agricultural resources like fish, vegetables, and rice that are identical or heterogeneous products.
As for the monopoly, which comes from the Greek word mono, meaning one, it describes a market structure where there's just a single company serving a large market. This lack of competition often results from barriers like high startup costs, limited resources, or patents. In a monopoly, one company controls a unique product that consumers can't get elsewhere, so they have to purchase it from that specific company. This control gives the company considerable power to set prices in the market. For example, in the Philippines, Meralco operates as a monopoly because it's the only electricity distributor in the NCR and is the country's largest electric company. This means the consumers in that region have no choice but to get their electricity from Meralco.
Hi. Here in oligopoly, a few large sellers dominate the market, serving many consumers, and I could say it is taxing. Entering this industry is challenging due to high initial investment requirements and existing patents, though it's easier than breaking into a monopoly. We companies in oligopoly can offer identical or differentiated products, and each has enough market power to influence competitors. For example, if one company lowers its prices, others may follow to stay competitive. A well-known example for this is Petron, which offers various fuel options tailored for the Philippines, such as Petron Blaze 100 Euro 4 and Petron XCS.
That's a very insightful discourse from our esteemed visitors who have experiences on the different types of market structure. Ako si Anjo Aquino, andito pa rin at hindi ka lilisanin. Nag-uulat, Eco News.
Maraming salamat, Anjo. Matapos mong maibahagi ang pagkakaiba ng mga ito, naniniwala akong lubos nang mauunawaan ng ating ekonomistas ang monopolistic competition at ang pinagkaiba nito sa ibang market structures. Sa susunod na tatalakayin ng manguulat, malalaman natin kung ano nga ba ang impact ng monopolistic competition sa short and long run ng mga industriya.
Para iulat ang nasabing talakayan, nasa linya si Miss Hazel Scaba. Miss Hazel?
Yes, Chelsea, magandang hapon. Ngayon naman ay ating malalaman sa pamamagitan ng mga graphs kung ano nga ba ang nagiging impact ng monopolistic competition pagdating sa short and long-term run. Sa mabilis na pagbabago ng ekonomiya, ang istruktura ng monopolistic competition ay patuloy na humuhubog sa mga industriya sa iba't ibang paraan. Narito ang isang malalimang pagtingin kung paano naaapektuhan ng market structure na ito ang industriya. In monopolistic competition, firms aim to maximize profits by setting their production level where marginal revenue equals marginal cost. This equilibrium point determines the quantity produced and the price set by the firm. The price derived from the average revenue curve reflects the demand for the differentiated products offered. This pricing strategy allows firms to charge higher prices compared to perfect competition, leading to increased profitability as depicted by cyan-colored rectangle in the diagram. As for the long-term decisions, as industry profits attract new entrants over time, competition intensifies. This influx shifts the demand curve leftward for existing firms, reducing their market share and profitability. Increased competition drives firms to lower prices to retain customers, squeezing profit margins. Ultimately, in the long run, firms in monopolistic competition settle into a state of zero economic profit, stabilizing the market with no incentive for further entry. Sa kabuuan, makikita natin na ang mga kumpanya sa monopolistic competition ay madalas na naglalaan ng mga resources sa innovation at product development upang maiangat ang kanilang mga produkto sa kompetisyon. Ang mga negosyo ay maaaring gumastos ng higit sa marketing at innovation na naman magpapabuti sa kanilang mga produkto at magpapataas ng kasiyahan ng mga customer. Manatiling nakatutok habang tinatalakay natin ang mga usaping ito ng mas detalyado. Muli ako si Hazel Escaba, nagbabalita, nagbibigay impormasyon kahit anong panahon. Back to you, Chelsea at Precious.
Maraming salamat, Hazel. Matapos natin malaman ang impact ng monopolistic competition sa short and long run ng isang industry, atin namang alamin ang implikasyon nito sa consumers and firms.
Nasa kabilang linya ang mag-uulat ng nasabing talakayan. Ating pakinggan ang ibabalita ni Miss Nini Romanov. Miss Nini, ibalita mo.
Salamat, Precious. Ngayon naman, ating pag-usapan kung paano nga ba naapektuhan ng monopolistic competition ang parehong consumers at businesses. For consumers, monopolistic competition can be a good thing. Companies are motivated to make their products better and to provide excellent customer service. Ibig sabihin lamang nito ay mas nakakatanggap ang mga mamimili ng mas mataas na kalidad ng mga produkto, mas magandang serbisyo at mas maraming pagpipilian. In this type of market, no single company controls everything. No single company dominates the market. Numerous firms compete independently, fostering healthy competition where businesses strive to differentiate themselves. The structure is exemplified by industries such as restaurants, clothing, and personal care products. While consumers benefit from a diverse range of choices, they may also encounter higher prices due to the cost associated with product differentiation. Sa madaling salita, ang monopolistic competition ay nagtutulak sa mga kumpanya na mas mapaganda pa ang kanilang produkto at serbisyo. Ngunit mahalagang malaman na ang pagpapabuting ito ay maaaring may kaakibat na mas mataas na gastos. Yan muna ang latest para sa ngayon. Muli, ako si Nini Romanov, nagbabalita. Nagbibigay impormasyon kahit anong panahon. Balik sa inyo, Chelsea at Precious.
Thank you, Miss Nini, for your thorough report on the implications of monopolistic competition. Ang iyong analysis ay nagbigay linaw kung paano nakikinabang ang mga mamimili sa ganitong struktura ng merkado sa pamamagitan ng pag-aalok ng iba't ibang uri ng mga produkto.
Sa susunod na mag-uulat, atin namang mapag-uusapan ang real-world examples na may kinalaman sa monopolistic competition. Marjorie Cabato, nasa iyo ang mikropono.
Oo, Chelsea at Precious. Ngayon, dadako naman tayo sa real-world examples ng monopolistic competition. A market structure where many companies sell similar yet differentiated products. Let's explore how different industries embodies this concept. Meron tayong mga na-interview mga spokesperson on each grounds with their given time to us and effort. They'll bring us insights regarding their respective sectors. Let's start with a report, nagbabalita, nagbibigay impormasyon tungkol sa ekonomiya kahit anong panahon. Eco News.
Thank you, Marjorie. As a takeaway food sector spokesperson, one prime example of monopolistic competition is the fast food industry, where giants like Jollibee and McDonald's dominate. However, smaller players like 24 Hours Chicken, 7-Eleven Chicken, and Master Buffalo, popular among PUPians, still find their niche by offering similar products with a unique twist. These smaller outlets cater to those occasional cravings for a familiar yet distinct taste.
As the clothing retail spokesperson, the clothing sector, monopolistic competition is evident with popular brands like Uniqlo, Shop, and Bench. Yet many consumers turn to ukay-ukay shops for more affordable clothing options. While they see these second-hand clothes as similar to branded ones, they appreciate the cost savings and variety. This preference highlights the importance of perceived value.
Moving on to health and beauty aids, as the spokesperson for these sectors, brands compete fiercely in the market for sunscreens, lipsticks, and whitening soaps. Each brand strives to differentiate its products, claiming superior benefits to justify higher prices and capture a larger market share. It is a constant battle of perception. The beauty industry really shows how effective branding and differentiation can influence consumer choice.
As the oral hygiene industry spokesperson, in the toothpaste market, we see a similar trend. Brands like Colgate, Happy, Pepsodent, and Close Up all offer essentially the same product. But through savvy marketing, they convince consumers of their unique benefits, whether it's whitening or cavity protection. These perceived differences drive consumer preferences.
Thank you to all the spokesperson for those insightful reports. Very evident naman na ang monopolistic competition is inaalaw niya yung diversity and choices across various industries. Mapa-fast food or fashion pa yan. This example shows how companies differentiate their products to attract and retain customers in a competitive market. Now, back to the studio, Chelsea and Precious.
Ingat ka dyan, Marjorie. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagsubaybay mga ekonomistas dito sa Eco News. Ako si Precious at ngayong araw ay tinalakay natin ang kahulugan at epekto ng monopolistic competition sa ating ekonomiya.
Sa mga naunang ulat, nakita natin kung paano nakakaapekto ang iba't ibang produkto at serbisyo sa pamilya at sa mga mamimili. This way, we have more choices and businesses are given the chances to grow.
Mga partner, laging tandaan ang iba't ibang uri ng kompetisyon sa merkado ay may malaking papel sa ating pang-araw-araw na pamumuhay. If you're curious about other aspects of the economy, stay tuned here on Eco News.
Kami ang inyong kaagapay sa pagpunawa sa mga usaping pang-ekonomiya. Don't forget to follow us on our social media pages for the latest updates.
Ako si Precious Jane C. Arañez, nagpapaalam at nag-iiwan ng isang paalala, understanding the economy is the key to prosperity.
Muli, nagbabalita, nagbibigay informasyon tungkol sa ekonomiya kahit anong panahon. Ako si Chelsea para sa Eco News.